America. 25 ways the U.S. is being destroyed in under 2 minutes. 1. Open borders and illegal immigration. 2. Rampant crime and unsafe cities. 3. Mass addiction and fentanyl. 4. Election insecurity and interference. 5. The educational indoctrination of children. 6. The asymmetrical weaponization of justice. 7. The destruction of private property rights. 8. Inflation and debt. 9. The global depopulation agenda. 10. Record low fertility and plummeting birth rates. 11. Unaccountable federal bureaucracies. 12. Toxic food supply. 13. Vaccine and pandemic disinformation. 14. The trans-contagion and sterilization of children. 15. Overprescription of pharmaceuticals. 16. Destruction of the nuclear family and parental rights. 17. DEI and the new racism. 18. Moral and societal decay. 19. The financing of endless foreign wars. 20. The sprawling surveillance state. 21. The centralization and consolidation of government power. 22. The destruction of trust in institutions. 23. The censorship industrial complex. 24. State media propaganda. 25. The smearing of those who challenge it.
America is being systematically torn apart. America is being gradually, slowly, but gradually now is being in a fast pace, Operation Warp Speed. Destroyed. America is being destroyed from the inside out. The morals of America, I mean, if it had any, there used to be a time where they had an assumption of having a moral society. They could at least put up a front like there was some kind of morals in America. But now, all gloves are off. They don't care about no morals, to the point where they are putting laws in place that will make it okay for an adult to be with a child. You know, they're calling it MAPs and things of that nature, minor attracted persons. See, something like that shouldn't be, right? Here it is. The foods you consume in America is banned in almost every other country in the world, but it's okay for them to feed you those exact same foods in America. You see, your school system has dumbed you down to the point of no return. Not only are they dumbing you down, they're indoctrinating your kids, your children, to be rebels against their parents, to think it's okay to mutilate themselves, right? These are all telltale signs of how America is being destroyed, being torn apart, being pulled apart by the powers that shouldn't be, right? Because that is their whole thing. That's that chaos they bring along with them, right? That's that lawlessness they bring along with them. By them, I mean the banking families, the wicked elites of the Edomites. In the Bible, they are known as the wicked, right? They are the ones doing all of this because it's in their nature to go contrary to everything that is righteous, to go contrary to everything that is moral, just, true, right? And it shows, in the things, in the agendas that they push, right? So the 25 things the guy went through here, some are more effective than others, right? But all the same, they've put all these agendas in place to totally destroy America, which in turn is fulfilling biblical prophecies, right? First and foremost, that's what it's doing. It is fulfilling biblical prophecies that America will be utterly destroyed. Look at the way America has pushed its madness throughout the ends of the earth, right? If you don't want them to put sanctions in your country, you have to abide by certain laws and rules that they set apart, right? Especially with the whole alphabet agenda, right? And we're in the alphabet month, they call it, right? June. They're all going crazy. Who's pushing that? America is the forefront of that. You see? So all of these things, how they've systematically destroyed and are destroying America. You see? Which brings us here real quick in Jeremiah, the 51 chapter, and the 6th verse. It says, "Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense." 7th verse. "Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hands that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad." Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachaha Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and continue to teach us this truth. Peace, salutation, shalom, shalom, shalom to all your brothers and sisters that of the household of faith, that of the hopeful elect, starting from the 144,000 mighty men of the house of Israel, trickle down to the men, women, and children that will be delivered in these latter days that we are in. And to you, brothers, that are teaching this truth in honesty and in sincerity, to you, I say shalom, right? I have to pull this scripture out. He went through 25 things. You can, go back to the clip and watch it again. He listed a whole slew of things that is coinaging in the destruction of America, right? It's all playing a part in the destruction of America. First and foremost, it is biblical prophecy that America will be destroyed for all that is done, all that is pushed on the world, right? This is why we had to pull this scripture out in Jeremiah, the 51 chapter. And it's beginning from the 6th verse. It says, "Flee out of the midst of Babylon." The modern day Babylon is America, the daughter of Babylon, the whore, the season, the scarlet colored whore that sits on the beast, right? That is America. The beast being the NATO and the EU, America sits on top of it, staring it left or right. That's what the scripture says here. "Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance." So be not cut off in America's iniquity, because all that America pushes is nothing but sins. All it pushes is for you to transgress the laws that are written in the Bible. America takes pride in having you go off in terms of transgressing the heavenly laws that were passed down, right? America puts itself off as this, so-called Christian country, right? They have you swear on the Bible and things of that nature. Meanwhile, they push agendas that are contrary to what the Bible speaks of, or the laws that the Bible wants you to abide by, adhere to, right? America pushed totally against that. So that's why it says, "Be not cut off in her iniquity, for it is the times of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense for all America has done." For all America has done. First and foremost, America has persecuted the apple of the Lord's eyes, which are the true biblical Israelites, not the big nostrils over there. Those are imposters, right? The true biblical Israelites, America has had them in subjection for far too long. So it's time for a recompense, right? It says, the 7th verse, it says, "Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken." right? Because I was saying earlier how America pushes its philosophy throughout the world, right? They want you to abide by the alphabet agenda. So this is how they made all the earth drunken. They push that madness throughout the world, right? They have it to where you have to abide by this, or we wouldn't help you in this, or wouldn't help you in that, right? They put you in a quagmire. They have you choosing between help and the agendas that they push forward, right? So if you want their help, you have to go along to get along, right? So that's America. So by doing that, it says here, and the nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. So the nations have drunk, gobbled down this scum of a wine. Now the nations are mad. They're going crazy. For one thing, they're not supposed to live the way Americans do. You just had some lady in Africa somewhere, going in on how she doesn't want their women to be dressing like the American women or be acting like the American women. Why? Because this is part of that wine. Because once the women take on this philosophy of the feminism and all that, they become rebellious. And it's not profitable to their nation. They know this, right? This is how you tear down a nation. Just like America is being torn down, right? All the women are lewd and just total whores, man. Just out there loose. They don't give a flying F. They'll tell you in a heartbeat they don't care. All they want to do is, Cinderlauper. Girls just want to have fun, right? You see what I'm saying? So this is part of that wine that they push throughout the world. The feminism, the alphabet agenda, right? Politics, democracy. The nations weren't used to that kind of living, right? But America has pushed it all throughout the four winds of the earth. Now the nations are mad because they're not benefiting from none of this, right? They're not benefiting no way, no how from all these ideologies America has pushed upon them. It says the 8th verse. It says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. But it goes on, the 9th verse. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto the heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. You see that? So anyone telling you make America great again and build back better and great reset and things of that nature, they're lying to you, man. Because it says here, we would have healed Babylon, but she's not healed. In other words, there's nothing to make America great again. You cannot heal America. It is done. You might as well stick a fork in it. Right? America is done, man. There's no coming back. There's nothing. This is the final hours of America. That's what we're seeing. Every empire has its rise and its fall. And America has its rise. America has had its rise. Now it is fallen. That's why it's saying Babylon is fallen. So it's time for America to go down, man. And if you trust in the ways, the Babylonian ways of America, if you keep sucking in that Babylonian juice, guess what? You will go down with the ship, man. Not like the song with Dido. I will go down with this ship. You know what I mean? You will go down with this ship, man. And it's going down. It is sinking fast. That's why the scriptures are here to warn you. Just like the clip we saw earlier, warning to America, right? That's exactly what the scriptures are doing, is warning you that America is done. And if you're going to trust in her, guess what? You'll go down with America. Thus saith the Lord. So let's get this one real quick. Yep, this goes into another falling of Babylon in Revelation, the 18th chapter. And what does Revelation entails? Well, it's to reveal something. So what the whole book of Revelation is revealing a lot of things. And part of the things that the book of Revelation is revealing is America and its fall, and the wicked and their fall, right? Because the wicked in America, they go in tandem, man. And their fall will just be like that. Once the wicked fall, America falls. And once America falls, the wicked falls, right? It says that Babylon is fallen. It says, And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. Right? This is, you can imagine, this is a vision that the Apostle John is seen in the island of Patmos when he was in prison in a salt mine. Right? So he's getting all this revelation. So it got to a point. He's looking up in the sky. He saw what you will refer to as a UFO. Right? Coming down. An angel was piloting the UFO coming down. That's why he says, and the earth was lightened with his glory, right? So he's seeing this thing happening, and he cried mightily. Who is that? The angel that he saw. It says that he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitations of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. See, when the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is done with America, it will be like a desert. It will be like nothing ever lived there, right? The only thing that you see there is, like it says here, habitations of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. You see? That's what's going to happen. And they show you that in the movie Planet of the Apes, when they used the missiles to totally annihilate America. Charles Heston, all the while he was in America, especially it was in New York, he didn't know he was in New York. He thought he was in somewhere else because it was just total desert, man. Right? So that's what the missiles are going to do. The ICBM missiles, the hypersonic missiles, will render America a lake of fire. And when the fire dies down, will just be a vast desert that nothing dwells there but unclean spirits and birds and desert creatures and things of that nature. That is the fall of America. It says, the third verse, it says, for all nations have drunken of the wine of the wrath of a fornication. Here goes that wine again, right? Like we read in Jeremiah, the 51st chapter, right? That's that wine again, that scum that they've pushed all throughout the earth, man. And the earth is all out of course, out of balance, right? Because they're drinking this wine and they don't know how to act no more. You see? He says, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies, right? Because America is a consumer-based nation. Everything you consume in America is from somewhere else. Especially China has made a killing off of Americans, selling all their merchants, all their products and, what have yous in America. Same goes to other countries, Japan and, Germany and what have yous, right? Because America is a consumer-based nation. You see? So all these nations became rich off of peddling whatever it is they're peddling in America. Most of your mom and pop stores and your bodegas and things of that nature are owned by foreigners. They come in America, they set up shop, and they make a lot of money, and they send it back home. You see what I'm saying? So this is how the wax rich through the abundance of her delicacies. It says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. So how do you come out of her? You have to mentally detach yourself from America. You have to spiritually detach yourself from America and all the agenda that comes right along with America. All the things they want you to consent to. You have to be like, what is his name? Cat Williams said, when Diddy wants to party, you got to say no. Well, that's the type of mindset you got to have with America. When America wants to party, you got to say no. Because America does nothing but pollute you spiritually, mentally, physically. Because even the food you eat is all polluted. The water you drink, the air you breathe. You see what I'm saying? So when America wants to party, you got to say no, man. It says, the fifth verse, it says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquity. So all these 25 things that is contributing to the downfall of America is nothing but biblical prophecies taking place. So the wicked elites are co-signing their own destruction by all the things that they push, whether they know it or not, right? Because in their mind, they'll be like the phoenix that rise from the ashes. So the new America is going to go down, but to them, they will hide in their bunkers or whatever it is. They will hide, and they will come back up when all hell has broken loose and died down a bit, and they will come back up and repossess the earth and rule it in their image. You see what I'm saying? They show you that in one of the Resident Evil movie. I think it was the second one, or was it the third one? When the umbrella corporations were talking about how they would destroy the earth. That has been done before. They referenced the time of Noah, right? When Noah, the flooding, when it happened, the whole earth was flooded out, and only 8 people had to repopulate the earth, right? So they referenced that in the movie. In other words, they would be like the phoenix that rise from the ashes of all this destruction that is about to go down. But the thing is, that is a lie. Beginning with the wicked elites, they will be going into slavery, hardcore slavery for all they've done. So there's a payback for all they've done on the earth. You see? But hey, whatever floats their boat, I guess. It says, the 5th verse. It says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. And the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. So a lot is about to go down in America, man. A whole lot is about to go down in America. America is about to go through some of the most tribulations you've ever seen, man. The whole earth, really, but more so in America. America is about to go through pure hell. Nothing but pure hell, right? And anyone in America will be going through that hell with it. You see what I'm saying? This is why your faith has to be boosted in this time. This is why you have to know where you stand, right? You have to know who you trust. Like they were saying, who do you trust? Is it money or God, right? So who do you trust? Do you trust your money? Do you trust the system? Do you trust Big Brother? Or do you trust in the only true living power, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai? You got to choose wisely, man. This is about to go down. So the 7th verse. How much she has glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I said a queen, I am no widow, I shall see no sorrow. So this is the American pride, right? I'm proud to be an American, right? Because America hasn't really been touched like that. You see what I'm saying? America hasn't really been touched the way it's about to be touched. So they're so prideful. They feel like, oh man, we are the big bully on the block. No one can come against us. But you're sadly mistaken, man. You're about to feel it, man. You're about to feel it. America's about to feel it like none other. You see what I'm saying? So all that pride is going to go down, man. It says, the 8th verse. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah who judgeth her. You see that? So just in like that, in the twinkle of an eye, all hell will break loose. It will come along with it with death and mourning. People will mourning the ones that died if you didn't die with them, and famine. They've been burning down a lot of warehouses that store food. They've been burning down a lot of livestocks, that you're supposed to eat. So they are manufacturing this famine. Because there's a saying, I can't remember who said it, was it Kissinger or was it Soros? No, one of those crazies. It says, you control the food, you control the people. So they're going to use their food to back you in the corner, to bow down to this great reset, to this fourth industrial revolution, where you'll be urged to merge yourself with machine. In other words, they will urge you to accept the mark of the beast. So for them to do that, they'll put you in straits. By straits, I mean STRIATS. In position of difficulties, right? You'll be put in the worst hell ever. Also, you can bow down to the mark of the beast, right? So that's why the 8th verse here is saying, therefore shall have plagues coming one day, death, and mourning, and famine, and shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua who judgeth her. You see? You know, you can go ahead and read all of this. It tells you, or we can read a little bit more real quick. It says here, the subheading, Lament for Babylon. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. So it's going into the, now it's moved to the end of this whole thing, how America goes down by the ICBM missiles. When it will be shot off from, especially from Russia and other parts of the world, right? They will shoot all their missiles on America. And the whole 5,000 square miles of America will be burning, man. You know, the whole 50 states in America will be on fire. That is the lake of fire here in the Bible. That is the pure hell that is coming to America. So when that fire is consuming America, guess what? All the other kings of the earth, in other words, the other nations, will be looking at it like, oh shit, oh snap, look at that, right? They'll be watching it from their satellites and their TVs and things of that nature and going crazy, man. Like, what the hell? The big bully on the block is being nuked. You see? It says, when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is a judgment come. You get that? So this is America going down harshly, like you wouldn't believe, man. America's gonna go down very harsh, like something out of the movies, man. You know, like the Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Well, it says here that judgment has come. That is where America's gonna go down, by way of fire. You know, the whole place will be on fire. That's that judgment right there. You see, in 1 hour, imagine that, man. And they have missiles that will shoot from other side of the world to America in just 30 minutes. Where are you going to run to in 30 minutes, my man? You can't go nowhere. You can't go nowhere in 30 minutes. You see? And a lot of people were trying to get out, and they all get stuck in the road out there. I'm talking about there's no place you can hide. And if you're in a bunker in America, guess what? That will be your tomb, man, because you're not going to come out of that. You see? It says, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn for her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore, right? Like I was saying earlier, all these nations that made money selling all these products to America, America being a consumer-based nation, they're not going to make all that money anymore. So it's like, you know, the number one customer is done. How are they going to make money? So this is them weeping and mourning over her. Right? It goes in to tell you all the things they sell to America. So the merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and of all fine wood and all manner of vessels of ivory and all manner of verses of most precious wood and of brass and iron and marble and cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour, and wheat, and beasts, and sheep, and horses, and chariots, and slaves, and souls of men. Even souls of men. That's why you hear the term, someone sold their soul just to make it in America. Well, that's what it is. That's what America consumes. America has all of this, right? They buy all of this. Even souls of men, slaves, whatever it is, America will buy it from you. You know, even your own very own soul. It says, and the fruits that thy soul lusted after departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. The merchants of these things, which were made rich by her, shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment. weeping and wailing. You know, the guys that make money off of America, man, when they see America on fire, they will be hooting and hollering. You know what I mean? They will be losing their minds, man. They'll be losing their marble. You see? And what will they be saying? And saying, alas, alas, the great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, for in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught. So all of that, your skyscrapers, your jewelry stores, everything, you know, the golden city of America, the flashing lights, Las Vegas, all the casinos, all of that, there will be no more. Just like that, in the blink of an eye, in 1 hour, everything gone. Everything. I mean, every mother effing thing gone. For in 1 hour, so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all company in ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood far off and cried when they saw the smoke of a burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? Yeah, there was no city that can touch America, man. In her hate, even now, America still, you know, everybody still wants to come to America. You know, people still want to come. Even now that it's crumbling, people still want to go there because, that's America, right? It says, and they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city wherein we were made rich, and all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness, for in 1 hour she is made desolate. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High have avenged you on her. You see? So while these other guys are crying over America, guess what? The elect, the apostles and the prophets will be rejoicing because America was the scum of the earth, man. America had to go. America has persecuted the saints till this day. America has pushed nothing but madness, you know, just witnessing all the things America stands for. It is troubling to the righteous. You see what I'm saying? So it will be a great day for the apostles and the prophets and the holy men to rejoice over her and be like, damn, finally, this whore is gone, man. And it says in the 21st verse, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the city, saying, thus with violence shall the great city Babylon be thrown down and shall be found no more at all. So with violence will America go down. So all these 25 things they say they're using to destroy America, the crescendo of that is when America is totally nuked. You see, while it's being nuked, our Lord Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus, will show up in a chariot using laser beams to, you know, like the cherry on top of your sundae, right? That's what it is, man. And with that, all praises to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachahakodash. Double honors to apostles and elders of Great Millstone. See you next time, Lord willing. Shalom. Shalom.